You're listening to In Response, a legacy podcast. A show where three handsome guys talk about their favorite Magic the Gathering format, Legacy. This show is brought to you by queerness@anycost.com and austrian-legacy.com. You can support the show at patreon.com/response_legacy. And now, lean back and enjoy.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 38th episode. We are on the road to Bologna now.
Awesome. Is this really our 38th episode right now?
I'm not sure. Is it a special episode? Okay, it's a special episode.
Kind of. We might decide if this is a special episode or not. Depends on how long the episode will be.
Oh yeah, at the moment we are short of Modena.
Yeah, well, 250 kilometers of Modena, I think, is...
Okay. we're shortly after the Austrian-Italian borders.
We kind of, in the Italian borders right now. And we still have a 3-hour bus drive to Bologna and to our hotel, I think.
And then today evening we're going to the community dinner, at least Peter and I.
Yes.
You won't attend because because they don't have a vegan option as far as I know?
As at least this is what they told us, yes. I mean, maybe I can just show up and
drink some beer?
Drink some beer.
Vino?
Well, if you can't eat something, you just have to drink more, right?
Yeah, because as the saying in Austria goes, one beer equals one bread roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if you drink 3 beer, you're already kind of full and satisfied. And
I got all my nutrients in, and that's fine. Then.
Yeah, and also that's the reason why you know, beer has very low vitamins and it's very low in minerals.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why you have to drink so much.
Too much, yes, to fulfill your needs, right?
Oh yeah, that's great. So we will keep you updated. It's the first time we try to record something on our way to the 4Seasons tournament in Bologna.
It will be great for sure.
We are on our way with the Burn Bus.
Yes, the Burn Bus.
The Burn Bus Bologna.
We are 8 people together driving with is a colleague of ours, is actually Peter, who...
A colleague of ours. Peter, you may have known him from some of our episodes.
Maybe. And he rented the bus for us from his skiing club. And in this weekend it is turning into a burn bus for us.
Oh yeah. So that's kind of great. We are we'll keep you updated when we are arriving in Bologna or shortly beforehand.
Awesome.
So we're about 2.5 hours away from Bologna. I think it's time to talk a little bit about the decks that we're playing. We already talked about the decks last time in our last episode, so we can certainly talk about the decks that our other friends are playing. Jonas, why don't we start with you? Jonas, what are you playing in Bologna at the 4Seasons tournament?
So in the main event, I will be playing blue-white Omni Show.
Okay.
Because I don't like to play much Magic. I just want to play 2 turns of Magic and say goodbye. So yeah, and I also think it's a very good Delver killer. So if the metagame tends to be well prepared for Delver, I think that OV Omni Show isn't the worst deck. Yeah.
Okay, that looks really great. We will keep you updated how Jonas will fare in the event. At next, I think we can talk to Andreas Leo Wolfsberger. So, let's try. What are you playing in the main event of 4Seasons tournament?
Hello everyone, I'm Andy. I'm playing on Saturday my pet deck. I play Ant, basically the Demonic Totalist, with 1 card sideboard. I play Echoing Truth more that Hercus Recall, but let's try it. And on Sunday I play a bullshit deck. Basically I play check pile with white, the old Nox Tom. Basically his name is Thomas Ma, thanks. It's a Cenk pile with Hymto Turax. Maybe I can play a little bit of fun with blue soup.
Thank you, Andy. It really sounds fun to play check pile without green, and to forget about the all-stars like Oro and Veil of Summer and Carpet of Flowers. But yeah, we will see how you will fare. Gino, our one and not only patron, because we have another one, it's Matt Duncan. So shoutouts to Matt Duncan, our second patron, and now our first ever Patreon, Christian Neutz. So Christian, what are you playing in the main event of 4Seasons Bologna?
I will play either Elves or Madness, I'm not sure. But I will see how the event on Saturday will go, and I will decide then. Or I will be really crazy and play Mono Black Goblin Control.
Mono Black Goblin Control? Are you sure? Do you have a deck list or something that we can put in the show notes?
Maybe.
Maybe, so we'll keep you updated. What are you playing at Saturday?
Well, how did you call it? Mono Road Life Point Control?
That's what stands on my deck list, on my deck registration. Mono Red Life Point Control. So thank you, Gino, for your input. And the other two ones aren't really available at the moment. They're too far away, but I will keep you updated in the next part of this podcast. Thank you.
And hello guys, we are now here at our apartment in Bologna, arrived safely and conveniently. Got the keys, got to shower a little bit, relaxed now. I will play some, how's it called? Diablo Immortal, since it got released yesterday. And yeah, gonna relax before then. Philipp and I will go to the community dinner from Blue Dojo, and Daniel will meet up with the boys and will definitely not eat some meat. And yeah, I think that's it for a short update. Or Daniel, would you want to say something?
Yes, like always, this is the case. And this is the problem, that I cannot join you guys for the community dinner. But anyways, you can eat for myself, for my part, you can take that over and get to know each other. And we will see, or later then we will have already seen, or join together on Saturday, tomorrow. From the day on, then we have another special dinner actually. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, tomorrow will be definitely something special. It will be having some vegetarian and especially vegan options for Daniel. So that's quite good.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Anyways, really nice place here, I think, at the hotel. What do you think?
I think it's quite perfect for us actually.
Yeah.
It's
Quite cozy.
quite cozy. Free,
Kind of an apartment.
yeah, kind of an apartment. 3 beds in a room.
Yeah.
But yeah, will be like we say in Austria, a Würstelparty. So will be
Sausage party.
it will be just as the movie.
Exactly, yes. This is what you expect when 3 guys enter an apartment.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's just a joke.
quite something special. But yeah, will be cool. And
Just relax a little bit, I think, for this evening, and then tomorrow we will start with the side events.
yeah,
I think so.
tomorrow after lunch we will play in the side event. We will.
What is it, kind of a qualifier?
No,
really.
it's the super side event for Legacy, but will be quite a huge attendance.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I mean, some players will test some flex slots today in the team event. Yeah. Unfortunately, this was not really possible for us. I mean, we drove away at 7:30 at my place, and it would be, we would have to leave at 4 or something like that in the morning to have the chance to arrive, because, we need a lot of pee breaks, because there was a huge amount of beer consumed while driving. Not the driver, but...
Of course. Drink responsibly. Of course.
Yeah. Stay safe, and that's the spirit. So, #BurnBus here for our next update, and see you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Hello guys, we are now calling you from the venue of the 4Seasons tournament. We just arrived here, we arrived an hour ago and just watched the final bits of the Swiss portion of the team event. And quite cool to see a lot of people play Magic. How do you think, Phil?
It's also really great because we have seen a lot of familiar faces. So shout out to the people we've already seen, to Benedikt Gruber, to Mark-Erik Vogt, and to Sarah Mihadi. Very great to see you here. The venue is... Actually, I thought it was a little bit bigger at first. At the photos it looked a little bit bigger. But it's very nice, and it's really... it's not that sweaty as I thought at first.
Yeah, it's quite cool because the doors are open for the whole time. You can just walk out and take a snap of fresh air. And quite cool. We just wait now for the community
dinner.
For the community dinner. We are quite hyped about it.
Woo!
Wanna taste some original
Bolognese pasta.
or whatever is delivered on the table. So we are quite hyped.
I'm pretty sure it will be pasta.
You think?
Yeah, for sure.
Pasta bolognese?
Maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's called ragu bolognese.
Okay, so quite interesting. But the one thing that I will hope that we get is uno mezzo litro vino rosso della casa.
I hope so too. I'm very thirsty at the moment. That's all I have to say at the moment. We will post a reel soon onto our Instagram. You can find it on Instagram @response_legacy, and maybe also on Twitter. I'm not sure. I don't put everything on everything, so you should check out probably all of our social media channels to be up to date.
Yeah, for sure. But so this will be our first #Mengucci quiz-in.
We could, but I mean it's a little bit of a rip-off, but...
So it will be in response cuisine or whatever. In response, a good
meal.
A good meal. So,
we will certainly work on that.
So, see you in a bit and
relax.
Exit and out. Amore, baby. Bologna, meine Stadt. We're heading home. We were at the community dinner, talked with a lot of people, brought Jonas back home, and kind of wandering around the city. What do you say, Phil?
Oh, no, it's my turn. It's it's almost 1 in the morning. We're really tired. I can't really go straight anymore because my feet are a little bit hurting, and we have about a 20 minutes walk in front of us to our apartment. Well, it was a hard day, and tomorrow won't be any easier, I think. But we will have fun tomorrow also when we are playing all mono red life point control.
I think I want to switch up the decks a little bit. I think I want to play 7-card Storm or something like that.
Oh, it looks great. Sounds great. I'm sorry.
I mean, my deck also looks great, you have to admit.
You need to put a picture tomorrow on Discord.
Yeah, for sure. So you can see everything that will be on there. Yeah, we are quite excited about tomorrow.
And we're fucking tired.
That's fucking true. Yeah.
And we will get tomorrow we'll get a bottle of a red wine of Vino Rosso for the tournament, that we can really put the red magic into our lightning bolts.
Yeah, we're gonna order some Vino Rosso della Casa. I mean, it will be some kind of red wine.
We're going to the grocery store and just buy something, and so we don't order anything.
So I have to kind of hope that there will be some Zeni wine there, which is like the winery where I will always buy wine from when I'm in Italy.
Yeah, because Italy is such a small country, and they know each fucking little winery.
It's not that small actually, and
I don't know it. So.
And the winery is like 100 kilometers from there, so from here.
It kind of makes sense. It kind of would make sense, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, it's my first time in Bologna. I don't know anything about it.
So yeah, I think we're gonna stop here before we're rambling around for like 20 minutes, just so that our walk isn't silent or fearful. So yeah, #BurnBus. Any last words, Phil?
Good night. Hello everyone, it's me, Philipp. I'm talking to you right out of the venue at 4Seasons Springs, and we are waiting for the Legacy side event. It seems like it will start at 13:30, and hopefully the companion app won't crash, because it's always a little bit iffy with the companion app. But yeah. Let's see how this will fare. Let's see how we all will fare when we're playing Burn. I mean, we're about 6 people, I think, or 7 people. We try to get even more people on the Burn train, on the Burn bus. Maybe next time we try to put the meta share of Burn into the 20% range to just make waves in the community, and yeah, we'll see. Maybe one of us will get to top 8. That's a wish. That's a little bit very high, but maybe it's possible. So, Peter, how do you feel about playing Burn now in the Legacy side event?
The special thing is, I feel that the red wine is really good here in Italy.
Oh yeah, it was. That's a funny story, because we went to the Eurospar, and I came to use my 2 weeks of Italian learning in Duolingo. And I just asked one of the persons in the wine aisle. I'm not sure. I told him Vino Rosso è gustoso, and he told me this one and that one, and I just bought them, and he was right. They were very, very good and very gustoso. So we're drinking almost a whole bottle of wine now and 3 beers. It will be a great side event. Perfect for playing Burn. Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
I would like to say that we bust them out, and yeah, #BurnBus Bologna. See you soon.
Is still recording? Okay, we are here at the Legacy side event. It is after round 1, and I for myself get the full back of my karma, because I was facing Death Shadow against what I'm playing, Burn deck.
That hurts. That's a really bad matchup. Many people think that's an easy matchup because they want to burn themselves out, but
no, not really. It's actually quite tricky. It depends, of course, on the Death Shadow player, but
How experienced they are, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it is really tough when you burn them down and they drop Death Shadow, Murktide, Regent, and
Oh fuck. That sounds like you're really having a bad time.
well, at least for the currently not. It's fine, of course. It's just burn.
That's true. That's true.
What did you play against?
I played against Paolo Stefano Cortesi.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I told him I give him a shout out, so
Okay.
he will follow us. So he played Black Red Reanimator.
Yes. Okay.
I got him in game 1 with a nice, I think, Goblin Guide, Eidolon, and what's it called? Swift Spear attack into Fire Blast.
Into Fire Blast, yeah.
Game 2 he got me really good with a turn 2 kill from Tendrils.
From Tendrils. Okay,
Yeah, he
nice.
played the Children of Corliss and
Okay, he's a kind of Tin Fins version, right? But
yeah, I think all of the Reanimator players are now playing one Children of Corliss and one Tendrils of Aegon.
Okay.
It's a Tin Fins plan, but it's not really a Tin Fins deck
Yeah,
per se.
kind of alternative win condition, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went for the Storm kill. He did it. It was great actually. And game 3, that was because I didn't show him my ley line in
Okay,
game 2. I had nothing in the top in the 7. I mulled one time because burn doesn't really mull that well.
No, not really.
Yeah, and I just mulled to 6, tried to find a ley line. But yeah, I didn't find one. Kept the hand with Mountain, Swift Spear, Chain Lightning.
Okay, yeah.
So that's actually a pretty good hand.
For sure, yeah.
And yeah, but he was just the turn 2 kill was just faster.
It happens, of course.
And game 3 it was like, yeah, I kept the hand with one land, two lands, Lava Spike, Leyline of the Void, Riding Vortex,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and I don't know, something else. It doesn't matter. I made pre-game action, put Leyline into play, and his face went just down. He didn't expect it. And I went turn 1 Chain Lightning in your face, and turn 2 Riding Vortex.
Oh, that's really good.
And then he just, scooped it up. And now I'm 1-0. Let's try. Okay, we have pairings now, and I'll go
We'll
upload
keep you
this.
updated and see you after the next round, I would say.
For sure. So, this is now the...
Round 3.
We played round 3. Yeah.
Yes,
So
it's round 3, yeah.
now round 4 is about to start. I'm now 2-1. I got Doomstayed 2 times on turn 1. Fuck. Not yeah. It wasn't that great. How are you playing, Daniel?
Well, I'm a little bit better now because I lost the first 2 rounds against some weird combination of well, it was 8 cast, of course, and Shadow Spear is a really bad good card against burn. And
Oh fuck! So you didn't burn enough. You need to dab more. Then it just burns a lot of more.
I guess this is what was the problem was, because also in game 1 or in match 1 I was paired against Death Shadow. I mean, it's kind of a close matchup. I think it could be. It depends on the player, of course, but I think it is actually kind of unfavored for burn. And I think this was just karma.
Yeah, I can totally see this.
Yeah.
But we have Peter is just talking now. We have another one. We have Saha Mirhadi here, and she's also playing in the Legacy side event. Saha, how are you doing?
I am 0-3, but it is fine.
Oh fuck! What happened?
What happened? So what happened? The short answer is
You played Reg.
I wish I was playing Dredge today. No, I'm on Blue Red Delver, and we have faced probably some of our worst matchups today, but it's fine.
No Cloudpost?
No, Clapos is a good matchup now.
Cloudpost is good. Okay.
I thought you were running
Really?
over basically.
You just go. There's a card called Price of Progress.
Yeah.
That will kill your opponents.
Yeah.
That's one I play 4 of in the main deck.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really, really good card. We played against Stoneblade, and they went Cauldron complete, and I was like, wow, I'm dead. And then it's just like,
What the fuck happened
what
now?
happened? I blinked, I died. And we played against Ant, and it was a bit close. close, and then against Blood Moon Stompy, which was like really close, really good matchups back to back, and then they had an unlicensed hearse which smacked me for 9, and I was like, I am also dead.
What the fuck?
This is a new vehicle. It's a new vehicle that is for 2 mana from Streets of New Capenna. You can tap it to exile 2 cards from a graveyard, and it gets +1/+1 for each card.
Exiled this way.
Exiled this way. Crew 2. So.
Oh fuck! I totally missed the part where it grows.
Yeah, it grows. It grows.
Yeah,
it's so big.
Yeah.
Fuck! It's like a real badass.
And then later on is a win con.
Yeah, this is why Blood Moon Stompy has been making a bit of resurgence, because that's his new toy, plus Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Sure, yeah.
These 2 cards together means that Blood Moon Stompy now has real big game against any greedy deck, including Delvin.
I just hope I don't run into Moon Stompy tomorrow.
No, I also don't want to move into Moon Stompy tomorrow. But it's a good. I'm enjoying myself. Today is the testing day before the big day tomorrow.
Sure, yeah. Today's a fun day.
Today's the fun day, and I played yesterday. Went 4-2. Had a good day in the team event.
And you had a really great, how do you say it? Costume, yeah.
Yes, we were. Oh my God! So we decided in our team we were team legitimate business person, and we had copies of Witness Protection, which is an aura from the Streets of New Capenna that enchants a creature and makes it a 1/1 legitimate business person. So me and my teammates Luke K and Marco Del Pivo dressed up in extra triple XL shirts and ties for the entire day, and every time put the Witness Protection in front of us of like, we are 1/1 legitimate business people. There is pictures. We are the 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens.
It's really amazing.
It's so good. I've got pictures on Twitter about it, and it was genuinely the most fun I've had playing Magic in a very long time.
I think it's just the perfect explanation example of why paper Magic is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, because it do so much dumb shit.
Exactly. The things around all these events is such amazing, I think.
Yeah, it's like we're all playing Burn, so.
Yeah, the Burn Bus has definitely arrived.
It's right over there.
It's literally over there. But I'm loving the fact you guys are playing Burn. It makes me so happy as a red mage at heart. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. For me, coming here, meeting everybody has been like super amazing. Getting to play Magic in person is super amazing.
For sure, yeah.
And I can't wait. So yeah, it's all good. Other than that, got no real news. Other than that, it's very warm.
Oh yeah, it's fucking hot.
It's fucking hot. For true. I'm wearing a dress and it's still not working, which is fine.
I don't wear a dress, but maybe I should. It could be a little bit colder then. Yeah. So thank you very much, Sarah.
No worries.
And oh my gosh. We'll keep you updated into the next. This is round 4.
This is now round 4 to come.
Yeah.
And 3 more rounds, I think, for this side event.
And then we head over to the content creator dinner.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh, that's great.
So great.
So thank you very much, and until next time.
It is the last round of the big legacy side event of MTG Bologna, and I'm facing my co-host, the one and only Peter Blank, in the ultimate showdown. It is the Burn Mirror.
Hello, Daniel, and I'm Peter Blank on the other side of the table, 194. I'm currently shuffled my cards. Daniel shuffled his cards too. He won the die roll, and I have 7 cards in my hand which I can look at, and Daniel will then say how he keeps or he mulligans. So
I will keep it.
I give for the first time now to Daniel.
Yes, I will keep. Sure. What about you, Peter?
Okay. And I will keep too, so I will commentate over the first turn of Daniel.
The mines go to...
Daniel played a beautiful mountain, and now he played a Monastery Swiftspear. Swiftspear resolved at Hex for 1. Peter's life total is now 19. I'll give the commentary back to Daniel.
Okay, Peter draws a card. Let's see what it does. Okay. It plays a white spotted mountain.
What does this card do?
Amazing.
For every non-basic land, you get 2 damage.
Another Swift Spear is the mirror. Take one, I can't block, so I will have to take 1 damage.
So Daniel down to 19. Daniel will draw a card for his turn, and most likely he will play a black bordered mountain. So he will choose the art of the card, and he plays a mountain of Time Spiral. Then he has 2 mana, and let's see how he does with it. Daniel deep in the tank. Plays a Chain Lightning targeting myself, so I will go down to 16. And Swift Spear is now a 2/3. Attack for 2. I'm down to 14.
And suspend.
And the Riftbolt suspended, so I will...
Awesome. So it's second turn for Peter. It's 19 to 14. Goblin Guide enters the battlefield, followed by Fulminia Cantena on my Swift Spear. I think I can't force it, so it's down, yes.
Then I will attack for 4.
For 4, we have a trigger.
Trigger Goblin Guide.
Revealing Lava Spike. So I take 4 down to 15.
That's true?
Yes. And then, pass the turn.
Daniel has now the Rift Bolt to resolve. We will see where the bolt will go. So it's kind of an interesting spot now, as I have now creatures in play and Daniel not. The Rift Bolt will target the Swift Spear. Draw a card for a turn. We will see if he has a mountain, and there is a beautiful old mountain be played. And the Lava Spike to the face down to 11 on the side of Peter. And let's see which creature will be played. And it's an Eidolon of the Great Rebel. So back to Peter and back to Daniel.
Okay. Third turn for Peter now. I'm at 15, the Eidolon is in play, and he's at 11. You will see a mountain being played, followed by attacking trigger.
And I'm on 5, yeah.
Draw a mountain.
Go back 6, yeah.
Okay, I think I will take the damage.
Okay.
13. Trigger. Going down to 9. You target the Eidolon with a Rift Bolt and it dies. Okay. Back to.
So I'm back with the commentary. Daniel has now 3 cards in hand, one of which is the mountain that got revealed by the Goblin Guide. The mountain is being played. I'm at 9 life and Daniel is at 13. So let's see what the cards are that are now being played. 4 mountain versus 3 mountain and a Goblin Guide. 2 cards in hand. Now the key issue in this matchup is like how many Price of Progress are being drawn by both players. So because they are basically do nothing cards, they only give you damage from the other. The Goblin Guide is now being bolted. And another Eidolon is being played on the side of Daniel. So I will give back the commentary to Daniel now.
Okay, so we have now an empty board except for an Eidolon on the battlefield. This matchup is really insane.
My opponent of choice. I would love it. I've tested it.
Intensive skills must be taken. Another Eidolon trigger.
Easy.
Goes down to 7. And it resolves.
Price of Progress.
My turn.
Pyroblasted it.
Commentary over back to Peter. Daniel drew a card for turn. Now 2 Eidolons are on the battlefield. A card is being tapped now and untapped. 7 life on the side of Peter. And let's see which card will be played. Lava Spike, Eidolon trigger. So he goes down to 9 and I will go down to 4.
This is a very interesting spot right now. Yes.
At least it's not that bad like I did in MCAM Prague, where I went 1-3 in the trial, 1-3 the next trial, 1-3 the next.
2 Eidolons facing each other. Peter at 4 life, and myself at 9 life. Peter is deep in the tank, he's calculating 3 plus 3 equals 6. He says go. Okay.
So Daniel takes over the game, and it's a really interesting spot as Peter is not able, or I am not able to resolve any spells now. And yeah, Daniel having a lot of cards in the graveyard. And yeah, Daniel just passes the turn, giving back to Daniel.
This is kind of a Mexican standoff. Nobody can really do anything. He passes the turn back.
So I'm back. Daniel draws a card for turn. Has 2 cards now in hand. And here it will be interesting as 4 is a kind of good life total, but on the other hand it's not a good either way. And just gonna pass back to me.
Yeah, that's very strange. But yeah, what can you do?
Nothing really happening here at the moment. He passes the turn back.
So I will take over the commentary as Daniel will draw a card for turn, and let's see what he does with it. Card flickering and flickering and flickering and flickering, and yeah, will be kind of interesting what the plays for Daniel here.
The next turn is coming from Peter. He just passes the turn back.
I will take over the commentary as Daniel will draw a card for his turn, and yeah, Daniel just shuffling his cards, playing a mountain and passing back to me.
Peter is already having... He's just passing the turn all the time.
And I will take over now, as Daniel has a lot of cards in his hand, and I will just take it back.
This is an insane match.
Move to this card.
Move to this card and get the burn mirror. Yes.
Okay. What is it always with the one?
An Entladung aus dem Zeitriss. Riftbolt was discarded. And now we're gonna just ambush someone here. Sahami Hardy, you are just watching the game. Do you want to commentate a little bit over the burn mirror as you are an expert in this?
I am indeed an expert on the burn mirror. The thing is that we don't have white, so much of the lightning helix angle is gone. But I feel like you have spells that you can use. Both opponents have played Eidolon, which is interesting. And I think now it's just an opportunity to see who has more burn in their hand. So I'm very excited to see what happens. Hopefully there's some creatures that also can get exchanged as well. Fingers crossed that someone wins this game, but I wish you all the best in the burn mirror.
Sahar, thank you very much for taking over the commentary for a short period of time. Daniel is just tanking in his spot currently. 5 mountains in play, 2 Eidolons in play. And yeah, gonna be an interesting spot because like I myself am not allowed to play any spells with CMC 3 or less because it will just instantly kill me. So it will be interesting what will be done in the near future.
Peter draws a card again and passes the turn back.
So now 6 mountains on the board of Peter, and yeah, the 6th mountain now on the board of Daniel. Let's see what he does. Now we are gonna get ambushed by the commentator, and I think the national champion is now being crowned. And 2 mountains tapped on the side of Daniel. And he's sacked, and I will just lose the game. So we're gonna go to game 2. Just for a short information, my game plan was here to wait to draw a Fire Blast that can kill the Eidolon and maybe even deploy a second Eidolon on my side, as I was stuck with 3 Eidolons in hand as the draw player, which is a really bad spot. So I'll just put the microphone away for our sideboarding process. Do you want to make it an open sideboarding process, as it doesn't really matter anymore? So I will just put the microphone away and gonna sideboard for this game. I really nearly did a mistake of keeping in Price of Progress, which would be hilarious to draw. So we have now a little bit of a commentary from Nasad. So Nasad, do you want to take over the commentary a little bit on how beautiful do you think my deck is? So Nasad, a little bit of a commentary here.
It's amazing, wonderful.
So thank you Nasad for the gorgeous comment on my deck, and we're just shuffling him up. Peter will start the 2nd match here, and yeah, we take the microphone a little bit away for the shuffling process. And on the left side of us at table 195 is another Austrian Legacy League mirror with Michael versus Michael. So Michael, how do you think your match against Michael does went?
Yes, I played Death in Texas today, and it's excellent.
No, Michael, I said you should hold the microphone so that I can shuffle my deck up.
Okay. Today I'm playing Death in Texas, and I played the first rounds against Goblins. Then I played 2 rounds against Blue-Red Delva. And now I play against Alluren, against our colleague Michael. And yeah, I'm up a game. And I don't know if the matchup is good. I think it may be.
We're gonna start over the game while we have our mulliganing process. So I will give over the commentary to Daniel while I say if I want to keep or mull my hand.
Okay, this will now be an interesting game too. After we have shuffled up for this game, Peter will keep his hand. I will turn him. Yes. Okay. And then now the game can start.
It's certainly not great.
Turn 1, Mountain Swift Spear. Attack for 1. Take 1 damage.
So I did 1 damage now to Michael. He's down to 19 and he's drawing a card for his turn. And I guess it will be a mountain at least on turn 1. And now the question is, do he play a removal spell or something else now? No, a Goblin Guide on the other side. He attacks, so trigger the Goblin Guide, and Peter will draw a mountain. And I'm on 18, so I will pass back the commentary to Daniel now.
Okay. Drawing a mountain out for the Goblin Guide is of course not the best thing, but it happens sometimes. Another mountain being played by Peter.
Oh my gosh.
And what is now follow it?
Which one do I play?
Bolt the guides. Okay.
Trigger. Trigger. And attack for 3. So Daniel is now at 13 life. I have 4 cards in hand, and Daniel goes into his second turn now. 16. I guess he will play mountain here, and I'm right. It's a Draft Chaff M21 mountain. And let's see what his play is here. Will be interesting what he will do this turn. I will guess it will be some form of a spell, most likely. So, yeah. He's shuffling and shuffling, and he's playing an Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Peter plays his third mountain. He plays Roiling Vortex. It triggers Eidolon, takes 2 damage, goes down to 16. Roiling Vortex resolves.
Then you're on 6.
And what can I do here?
Can you go? I need only 1 land.
I will block.
I need a land.
Well, I play all the land and I attack.
So in the upkeep, Daniel takes 1 damage from the Rolling Vortex, and I gonna put a dice up onto my deck so that I don't forget the damage for myself. So Daniel is now at 12, and I have a Monastery Swift Spear still in play.
Waiting for 1 land.
And yeah, 3rd land now deployed for Daniel, shuffling his cards, and a Riftbolt hard casted on a Swift Spear. So all things all right. So I will give back the commentary to Daniel.
So only a Roiling Vortex remaining. He takes 1 damage, it goes down to 15. He draws a card. Passes the turn.
So Daniel has now his turn. He plays his 4th Rolling Vortex trigger. Daniel. So, yeah, with commentary, the triggers are a little bit hard to manage, but we surely won't forget them in the near future. So Daniel now at 11 and just passing the turn. So we'll take a damage down to 14, and then I will resume with my turn.
And Peter plays a Lava Spike. Okay.
So Daniel down to 8. I will deploy a mountain, and now I pass the turn. Daniel will take a damage from the Roiling Vortex before drawing a card. Now down to 7, and yeah, he's just shuffling up his cards, and we see Daniel shuffling and shuffling and passing back to me. So I will put back the commentary to Daniel as he writes down the 1 damage from the Roiling Vortex I will take in the upkeep.
So it's 7 to 13. We'll see what Peter plays. A lot of mountains on the battlefield already. He's up to 6 now. There's my 4. His 2 cards remaining in his hands.
You think there's a good card against you?
There's a Goblin Guide. It resolves.
Go to combat.
Go to combat.
Trigger Goblin Guide.
Trigger.
So Goblin Guide triggers, Daniel will reveal another Goblin Guide. And then the Goblin Guide will be Searing Blooded. That means I will go down to 10 and Daniel will stay at 7. So he will go to his turn, draws for turn, takes a damage from the Rolling Vortex and draws the Goblin Guide. So, and he plays the Goblin Guide now. Attacks with the Goblin Guide triggers, so I will reveal an Eidolon of the Great Revel. So I'm going down to 8, and let's see what Daniel will do here. And I'm kind of getting into the feeling that maybe the Goblin Guide to play wasn't the right choice, as what are the cards in his hand if he has like 7 to 10 cards in his hand. So I take 1 damage from the Rolling Vortex, and I will draw a card for turn.
Yes, he draws the card. Now the question is remaining what to do with Peter. With Peter's card, it's a very hard decision. It's actually not that easy. He casts the Eidolon. And I think it will resolve in this case. Does it? Yes, it does. Resolves, yeah.
With the Eidolon resolving, I will give back the turn to Michael. He will take a damage from the Rolling Vortex down to 5. And then he draws a card. Let's see what Daniel does now. Daniel shuffling and tanking. And we will see what his decision will be. Deep in the tank, 5 cards in his hand. So the Goblin Guide will trigger, I will reveal another Goblin Guide. So no luck for me, but here is now the decision if I let the damage go through, which means I will be down to 5, which means I will be down to 4 in my upkeep. And I'm okay with this. Daniel shuffling. Playing a Lava Spike, I will tap on the Eidolon. He will go down to 3 or 2? 3. And I will be down to 2 life. And what does he have now here? Another Rolling Vortex, which means I will trigger. He's down to 1 now. And this one will resolve. Then I will go in my upkeep, 2 Rolling Vortex trigger on the stack, and I will hardcast and Fire Blast for the win. So we couldn't set up this any better. So we will go down to game 3 now as the Burn Mirror continues to deliver in content. I will give over the commentary down to Florian Schippel, which is in my back, and he will just say some thoughts about the Burn Mirror here.
I didn't understand anything you said.
I said you have to talk a little bit about the Burn Mirror, how the Burn Mirror fares, how do you think about it, how skillful it is, and in 2 minutes I will take over.
Yeah, I think I think it's an interesting matchup because it's pretty interesting to see which player goes aggressive and which player is plays control in this matchup. Yeah, so I think skill-wise it's a big deal.
We have another pro player here. Benedict Gruber, do you have some thoughts about the Burn Mirror while I'm shuffling the cards? You have to take over the microphone because if not, I can't shuffle the cards.
So it's not my personal favorite to play, but it has some very in-depth like cyber strategies.
I think so, yeah.
And yeah, I'm very curious what the guys bring to the table. Back to the guys.
Thank you, Benedict, for your short insight. I just cut the deck for Daniel and he cut mine. He has like 7 cards in his hand. He will say if he keeps or if he mulligans now. And after that, I will put over the commentary to Daniel. He will keep the cards. I will look at my 7 now.
So it's a question now, what will people do with the 7 hands? I have kept my hand. You can keep, and then we'll proceed with my first turn.
So Daniel goes mountain, Goblin Guide triggers, reveals another Goblin Guide, and I go to my turn. I went turn 1, Goblin Guide, go.
People qualified for debate, please come to the judge.
Daniel plays now a mountain, and which is the card he wants to play. And he Chain Lightnings my Goblin Guide, which resolves. And Goblin Guide triggers again, reveals a mountain, which I will put into my hand. And there is a Rift Bolt exiled now.
What does he do next is the question. At the moment, it will be different to say he plays an Eidolon. Okay.
I played an Eidolon turn 2. Daniel is now shuffling his cards, and he has to play in Rift Bolt now in his upkeep, which will point onto my Eidolon, which means he will take 2 damage now. So the Rift Bolt goes onto the Eidolon, which means Daniel is now at 18 life, and he draws for turn. Now let's see what the play from Daniel is here. He plays the 3rd mountain, Goblin Guide triggers, and reveals another Goblin Guide. And he taps out to play another Rift Bolt, no a Firecraft to face, which means I'm down to 10 life now.
So this will be now the 3rd turn for Peter. He draws his Goblin Guide.
I don't sell anything.
He's at 10 life, at the moment at 18. He fulminates my Goblin Guide, he will be dead, and plays another spell. It's a Goblin Guide, it triggers. Eidolon will bait.
And an Eidolon on top of the deck for Daniel, and 2 lands. I'm at 10, Daniel is at 16. I will take a Chain Lightning to the face, down to 7. And there will be an Eidolon played now.
It's a Goblin Guide on the battlefield for Peter against an Eidolon on my side.
2 mana floating.
2 mana floating. Sacks both mountains. Fire blasts the Eidolon.
Is this a commander deck?
Will be blasted, yes.
So I fire blasted basically his Eidolon and lightning bolt his face and play the Goblin Guide, attacked for 4, and I'm passing back now to Daniel here.
4 page of results.
A lightning bolt to my face and a fire blast to my face. I think I still made the right play here, because I will just lose to the Eidolon. Not hitting my 3rd land was a really big thing here, because I couldn't really sign in blood. Maybe I should have signed in blood on my turn to the Goblin Guide of Daniel, but yeah, I lost in the Burn Mirror versus Daniel in round 6 of the Super Legacy side event. But on the win, Daniel.
I think this is a very interesting matchup where it comes down to who will be the control player in this kind of situation and who will be the aggro player. In this case, I wanted to be the tempo player, and it paid out because I exactly drew my 7 damage spell that I needed. But I think since you were in the desperate spot that you had to sack all your lands and you kind of had to go in for all your Goblin Guides, which actually I was a little bit scared, because being on 9 life, when you find 1 extra mountain, you attack with 2 Goblin Guides and have another bolt at the ready. I'm at 2 life now, and then if I brick 2 times, then I'm just dead. And this was kind of the thing that I hoped with Eidolon, but I think this was the right play from you. Yes.
Yeah, I think I did the mistake in playing a little bit of a tempo play and playing the Eidolon on turn 2 while you exiled the Rift Bolt. If I had played the Searing Blood in this case, I mean the life total would be the same, but I would have another card in hand now. But yeah, having 2 Eidolons on the draw in the Burn Mirror, it's like the worst card that you can have. And the question is now, do you board out the Eidolon on the draw, which I think is kind of an okayish play, but which would mean you have to board that Eidolons for Rolling Vortexes, and Rolling Vortex is like a pretty dumb card to play.
True, I think because of the limited sideboard options, I don't see a spot where you would board out the Eidolons at all. I mean, it depends on the sideboard, of course, but I only really have 2 Searing Bloods that I want to board in. I think the Rolling Vortex aren't actually good either, but they can kind of perform okay when they shut down Fire Blasts at some point. But other than that, I think Vortex is just a bad burn spell as well in the mirror. But of course, better than Price of Progress for sure. So I hope you liked this showdown, this little showdown you had with Peter. I think this was a really nice thing in experiments. I kind of enjoyed this burn mirror for that reason. Otherwise, it would be pure misery. I think this was a nice last round for this side event for Legacy. What do you think, Peter?
Yeah, was a really cool experience, and doing something like a casting while playing is something that's, and I guess we're gonna be preparing now for our dinner together with the guys from Blue Dojo, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, #BurnBus.
#BurnBus.
In response.
Hello everyone and welcome to the last day of our trip to Bologna. We are heading northwards, right back home. We're now north of Udine. We had a very nice lunch today with gelato originale italiano. I don't think if maybe you can really understand me because it's really loud in the bus. Actually, we got Peter. No, Peter! Don't close the window. Don't close the window, Peter, please. I'm begging you. Oh, thank you. I'm just boiling right here. I'm dying right now. It's hot as fuck. And I wanted to say, at least we got Peter to open the car window while we were driving.
I think we still have around 30 to 40 degrees in our car. At least it feels like.
So we're very hot boys.
We are very hot boys and sweaty boys. But yeah, I think we can make it through. We have around 4 hours left, I think. So then we are back home at Linz, Austria.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was a fucking amazing weekend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we probably going to tell you everything and a lot more in the next episode, in episode 38, 38
yes.
of our podcast. Welcome to probably the last piece of our Bologna trip. We're after Salzburg now, about 1 hour away from home. We're I want to say Team League. We're really done now. This time Peter has stopped driving and Andreas has taken over the wheel. So Peter, now you're about to say something.
Yeah, was driving today, had the window closed, but now the how is it called in English? The AC?
The air condition.
The air condition is apparently was not working the last time, so we had to open the window.
It was definitely not working.
This was not the problem. It was just not turned on. Peter didn't want us to be relaxed and cool during the drive of Bologna. He wanted us to sweat ourselves out.
Because he knew he was about to play against every single one of us in the tournament, because he drives 800 kilometers to basically play an Austrian FNM, and he wanted to have a good record versus us.
Yeah, I mean, for reference, in the first event I played 3 rounds versus our own guys, and I had 1 bye. So in 6 rounds I played only 2 rounds versus opponents not from us. On the second event I played against 2 guys from the Austrian Legacy League community, and Benedict Gruber, that we also know because we went to Freising a few times now. So it was like playing FNM or local tournaments all over for me.
Do you know what I would call this? karma for not switching on the AC.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but anyways, I think what are our resumes for the trip? This is what we could summarize, I think. For me, it was really nice. I didn't expect that. I mean, I heard that the Italian community is very big, very friendly, invitive, and heartwarming, and it's been definitely proven from my points. I don't know about you guys, but I think this community is amazing. Compared and also in addition to the other guys from all the other countries all around Europe, I think this was an amazing experience. So what do you think?
Definitely, I think I totally agree here. We have a lot of work to do to try to get into the same bracket as Italians. I'm not sure if it will work because there's so many rivalry in Austria. But yeah, we will definitely see. I'm totally done actually. I'm very tired. So yeah, my resume for this trip was fucking amazing. Enough said, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that sums it up basically. Peter, what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I think the trip was really, really cool. I enjoyed it. We went together with not all of our friends, but a lot of friends from the Austrian Legacy League community down there. We met a lot of new faces to talk with, to play with. We even tried to make a last minute tournament at 1 o'clock in the morning basically on Monday. So together with Mark, Sam Dams, Markus Ewald, and yeah, a lot more. So it was great. Yeah. I mean, the whole tournament, the whole experience there was fucking amazing. And a last point is like the pasta there. I mean, not all the pasta, but the pasta specific from Understead, I think, is the chef, was so fucking good. And yeah, I want to eat the pasta again. How about you guys?
Well, of course, I got a really nice version of arrabbiata, which was also very nice, I think. And so I can confirm that this pasta is not comparable to anything that we have in Austria, I think. This is what I would say about this.
Definitely, I have to agree also here. But yeah, I think we are wrapping it up. We will talk a lot more about our trip in our next episode. So if you like what we are doing, consider following us on Twitter. It's @response_legacy. You can find me on Twitter. It's @PhinnekMTG, PHINEKMTG. Peter, where can the people find you on Twitter?
You can find me on @UnicornLord, but the O in the Lord is a zero. Where can we find you, Daniel?
You can find me on Twitter. It is @FlyingDelva. And if you want to have a look at some of our Storm content, you can find it on greatness@anycost.com.
And for the last piece of advertisement, look into our web shop. It's in-response.spreadshop.de. With this,
in response, the end.
Fucking Lorenzo.
This was In Response, a Legacy podcast. If you enjoyed the ride, feel free to support the show by following, leaving a review, or subscribe on patreon.com/response_legacy.